going down, YouTube? Lefty Lewis again, coming at y'all with, I believe, my first knife review. I've done a couple of gun thoughts, as I call them, not really reviews, but this knife here I've actually had the opportunity to use quite a bit. I've been carrying it for probably 5 or 6 months. It's an HK. I don't own, this is the only HK knife that I own. I tend to stay away from the HKs, not because I don't like them, but most of them that I found with the blade style that I like, they're kind of bulky. You know, they're kind of heavy, kind of fat. I got small hands. Nothing against HK. I love them. They make awesome products. I can't afford one of their guns, but yeah, it's the first knife I bought from HK, and man, I love it. I love it. I've seen 1 or 2 reviews on this knife. This is the Turmoil. Like I said, I reside in Texas, and I believe back in 2013 we passed the auto knife law to where Texans can own auto knives. And shit, I think it was a year, maybe 2 before I even realized that law passed. Kind of embarrassed to say that, but as soon as I found out, I ran out and was looking for the cheapest auto knife to get just because I wanted one. And I came across some other ones that were like 19, 20 bucks. And probably what I should have started off with, man, but I wanted something quality. I wanted something, you know, reputable. And I believe HK made this in conjunction with Benchmade, and I own several Benchmade knives, and it's about the only thing that I'll spend my money on as far as knives go, as far as putting out some good coin for it, because I've had some pretty badass Benchmade knives. But yeah, I just want to do a little bed top. I'd say tabletop, but you know, shit, I'm on my bed, you know, poor folks. Anyway, this is out the front. It's got the actuation switch on the side. I know some of the other ones, like the Infidel, excuse me, have the switch right here on the front. I'm not sure what I think about those. I've handled a couple of them at the stores. They just kind of feel, I don't know, they feel a little different to me. I kind of like this one because it's got this jimping right here on the bottom, and it's kind of a natural way for me to hold the knife. I'm a lefty. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but yeah, nice little knife, man. It's not cheap, something I really can't afford, but you know, I had to save up a pretty good while to get something like this. Like I said, it's out the front. It's got the HK logo there. And another thing I love about this is it's made in USA, man. Of course, anything made in USA, you're never going to pay for it. But the D2 still, I haven't read up a whole lot, but its claim to fame, I thought maybe was it holding up to rust. And I've cut quite a few limes with this knife, and you can already see that it's showing. See if I can focus in here. It's showing a little rust. I haven't cleaned it since I got it. I've used it pretty heavy. The blade out of the box didn't come too sharp at all as far as Benchmade standards go. I'm not sure what HK knives are like out of the box as far as the blade edge on them, but I didn't think this one was real sharp out of the box. I mean, I've had some pretty sharp Benchmades, almost razor sharp. As I understand it, the Texas law as far as auto knives go is we can own them here in Texas, this so long as they're not a dagger, meaning a double blade here. I like the spine on this knife. See how thick that is, man. That's nice. I love that. I love that. It's got a nice fine tip on it. Seems pretty strong. I've worked the hell out of this thing, man. I've sit around for hours just going in and out, in and out, in and out, and I have yet to have it fail. Well, maybe once I think I can think of, but I was kind of doing it in a swinging motion, and I think just maybe the centrifugal force of it kind of threw the spring off a little bit or something. But that's the only time I've ever had a problem out of it. But yeah, just want to do a short video showing y'all guys. It is a reversible clip, and I got it on that side there. And you can put it on this side here. It's got a little bit of jimping right here. I like the switch, man. The auto switch has got nice little jimping on it too. The thing I found is it gets a nice little collection of the lint and pocket dust and stuff right in there, if you can see. I hadn't cleaned this at all since I had it. I've just been using it pretty much everyday carry. Part of my EDC package. It's got the torque screws. Got the torque screws there. Nice nice blade on it. I've seen some come with the black blade on them. I've also seen these in black. Like I said, these things ain't that cheap, man. I think I paid, got it at one of my local gun shops here. Yeah, $219.95. I think I've seen them as low as $199, like online. But hell, by the time you pay shipping for it and stuff, man, you're probably in for it for $220, $225 anyway. I didn't think that was too bad of a price, so I went ahead and picked it up. And that's the coloration I wanted, was that desert tan. And they just had it sitting in the case, so I had to have it. But yeah, it's the HK Turmoil. And I don't know if this will be considered a Benchmade or not. I know it's got HK on it, but I know Benchmade had a hand, and I don't know if they designed it or made it. I guess it's made in a Benchmade factory from what I hear. I guess HK would have been the one to design it, but nice little blade, man. I like it. I like it. You know, I was just excited to get me an auto opener. First one I ever owned, and it may be the last one. Depends on how this one acts up, but I can't see myself spending too much money on these auto openers. When I first got it, this texture was really rough, almost like a 320 grit sandpaper, or like a 220 or something like that. Just to the touch, you'd rub on it and it'd be pretty rough. But since I've used it, I've noticed it's kind of smoothened up a little bit. And another thing I noticed is it retains lots of grime and dirt. I mean, that color will really change using this thing. It tends to scratch pretty easy. At first it was a nice rough feel, you get a good purchase on it, but I noticed as I've used it, you can see some of the edges, like right there, you know, they're starting to kind of wear. But I noticed as I used it, man, it's getting pretty slick, and it seems like it's soaking up a lot of oil and just dirt from my hands and stuff, you know. But anyway, it's the Benchmade Turmoil out the front. I love it. I love it. Wish I can afford two of them. I get the black one. Anyway, leave some comments, man. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me your experience with this one. Like I said, there's some rust happening right there. I've been cutting the shit out of some limes. But yes, sir. Good things to good people.